if you have an ant problem and you want to kill it pretty much absolutely dead or reduce it down to like 99% of the problem, then keep watching, because I have a very low cost and a very effective solution for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a great homemade ant killer, and I'm going to show you the before and after results. And believe me, you'll want to keep watching, because when you see the after results, they're absolutely mind-blowing. This thing, within just 2 days, has absolutely decimated my ant population and the problem is that she ceased to exist. Anyway, watch the original intro, see how to make a homemade ant killer, and then see how effective it is. And if you like what you see today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do you have an ant problem? Are your ants driving you absolutely crazy? Are you finding the ants are making their way into your house through every last little nook and cranny? And are they beginning to nest inside your plant pots? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to kill ants effectively, easily, and cheaply using some simple household ingredients. Well, first of all, you're going to need some borax. Bit over the top with a packet this size, and you can get it in smaller tubs, and you will typically find this in your household detergent aisle. Next, we're going to need a mug, a teaspoon, some honey, or some pancake syrup if you've not got honey in, and some boiling water. Then we're going to get a couple of teaspoons of our borax powder. Careful not to spill it. You don't want to go overboard with this, as I'll explain in just a second. Now we add our boiling water. And the great thing being about the borax is, you can see in there, it will just dissolve away entirely, perfectly cleanly in the water. Now I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons full of honey. The one thing I would say is be careful, don't put your teaspoon in there if you're going back into honey, for very obvious reasons, because ants, and I am going to stir this last one in, because ants absolutely love honey. Okay, coming back to it, you can see in there now, my honey and borax are now mixed in nicely in there, so there's nothing, no big solids or anything floating around in there. Now, don't be tempted to go overboard putting too much borax powder in with your boiling water, because the borax acts as like a mild poison to the ants. So don't expect them to see them die instantly, but they take a little bit of that poison when they go in there for the honey back to the nest with them. That will then in fairly rapid order kill off the nest, but you don't want too much borax in there because you want the ants to go back to the nest in order that they die off. Now, I've got 3 plastic cups here, which I'm going to pour it into, leaving the water to cool down, because if you put this out right next to the ants now, it's boiling water and they're just going to die straight in there, which you might think, yeah, that's great, Richie, that kills them off. But you want them to take the borax poison back to the nest with them, to kill the nest, not just the individual ants. So I'm going to pour this in the cups, leave it to cool down, and then we'll head off back outside. And you can always speed up the cooling down process by simply putting your containers in the fridge. Just make sure that none of your children or anything think about drinking this. Leave that to cool down, then we'll take it outside. Okay, well, I've got my homemade ant killer at work down here in the pots, as they seem to be coming along this back wall, tracking in this flower pot here. So I shall keep an eye on that, see if it calms down over the next couple of hours or so, but it's more likely to be a couple of days whilst they take the poison back and kill off the ants' nests. Anyway, next up, you're going to see the results after a couple of days. Okay, well, the results are absolutely stunning. There isn't a single ant in sight. All of the ones down by the wall here that were very visible the other day, crawling along, all the underside here, all the ones around the pot, completely gone. Wherever the nest was, this stuff, my homemade borax ant powder with honey, has killed them off absolutely dead. So if you've got an ant problem, now you know the solution. This is very, very effective. In just 2 days, that has completely wiped the ants out. Always says there is one ant down there. There were literally dozens the other day. All of the ones around this tub are completely wiped out. I suspect the nest was in there, but my homemade borax and honey ant killer seems to have worked very, very effectively indeed. I'm going to leave that there, as I do not want any stragglers. There is the odd 1 or 2 there, but nowhere near. I mean, it's literally 99% less ants than they were the other day. So if you've got an ant problem and you want to kill them off, now you know the solution. Very cheap, simple and effective, very easy to do indeed. And if you like what you've seen today, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.